Welcome back to another video of I Lessons. I am Felix, and I am back to give you another video. It's been a little while, going on to a month, probably two, but over here we stay consistent, we stay on it. We fall off, it's alright, we'll get back on the horse and keep on going strong, right? So today's topic, I'm trying to keep it short because this, over here we go very in depth. And this topic is something that can go on very deep. But the title of the video, as you can see, is Stop Fighting for the Things That Are Not Yours. Now, what do I mean by this, right? What does this mean, stop fighting for the things that are not yours? If you want something, right, you got to fight for it, right? I mean, in this world, you got to put effort for the things that you want. If you don't have it, then you better fight to get it, right? Make it yours. Well, I'm not talking about in the sense of like, stop, just give up on life, like don't fight for nothing, like don't try to, reach your goals or anything. What I mean to say with that is that, life, we spend a lot of time worrying and stressing and being angry, being sad, being depressed, you name it. Like, we spend so much energy feeling this way, so much time that has carried on, and we're holding on to something, and we're looking for something, and it's taken away from us, right? It's not given us, it's taken away. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is it, right? Look, listen. When we pass, right, what are we gonna have? Are we gonna have that? Are we gonna have this? Are we gonna have this? Are we gonna have this? Are we even gonna have this? Are we gonna have any of this when we pass? Did I hear a yes out there? I don't think so, because if you said yes, then maybe you need to go do some research on what really happens when we pass. And then the tense of pass, I mean going from this life to the next. We're not gonna have any of these things when we pass. Okay, so all this stress and all this worry that we have in this world, it is what is the reason behind it? We're fighting all the time to hold on to these things. We're fighting all the time to achieve these things. And, we fight so much, and life is so short that at the end, you obtain all these things, but you've lost your whole life. It's been 60 years you've been fighting for this one thing, and you finally got it. And you're not even worried about it because you're thinking, damn, I'm on my deathbed. So all this time, all this energy that we're putting into these things that don't even matter is costing us our lives. It's costing us our happiness. It's costing us everything that is in this world for us. Like being outside and enjoying this nature. Yes, it might rain in a little bit, but I was just inside the apartment and I was feeling hot in there, warm, uncomfortable, sticky. Then I come out here and, I have this nice breeze and this fresh oxygen. As fresh, hopefully, because, today's climate and everything that's going on, we got to be grateful for what we got, because we're destroying it, we're tearing it all apart. Everything. Why? Because we're fighting for things that we don't have. We keep fighting to, have more money and have more oil and have all this stuff, and we're losing our life. This, all around us, this is our life. Because without this, we would not be here. So there again, you can see it. Just, what it's costing us. It's costing us everything that's precious. Everything that has already been here for us. everything that our ancestors enjoyed to the fullest, because they weren't worried about, oh, my phone, oh, my car. They weren't worried about, oh, my career, I'm trying to fight for this, my debt. They weren't worried about it. That's why there was so much knowledge back then, because they spent all their time, creating and learning and adapting and just knowing how to use the tools around them, right? But what are we doing nowadays? We're taking all this time and we're just what? All this energy for what? It's like we're going backwards nowadays, instead of going forward. Yes, in technology, sure, whatever. But we're not heading far. We're heading right into a brick wall where we're gonna hit it head on. Then we're gonna be like, damn, it's too late. It's too late. It is too late. We're in our deathbed now. That's why you got all these people trying to find a different planet to live on. This is our planet. God gave us this planet. Where else are we gonna stay? Where else are we going? But that's a different topic. I don't want to dive into that because I could get very, just deep into all of that. What I want to do is, I want to give you a verse from the Bible, from the book of life, all right? Right here. I have the NIV for my tiny little brain, just so I can understand everything first. But I want to tell you this one here, okay? It's from the book of Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7 through 8, okay? This is Paul speaking, all right? Paul said in Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7 through 8, so that you can find it later, because why would you not find it? I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearance. Or for his appearing. Right? Because why? Because when the Lord comes, because he is going to come, our Lord Christ Jesus, he's going to come back, and on that day, all those who have fought the good fight, who have kept the faith, all right, who have acknowledged him and shared his message, all right, kept his commandments, all right, repented, chose him, right, seek his face and his face alone, on that day when he comes back, he will give us everything, the crown of righteousness. That sounds amazing, okay? But I want to indicate right here where he said, I have fought the good fight. When I read that, I don't think, his fight was like, so terrible. His fight was strong. He's not saying my fight was good. My fight was long. My fight was hard, but I won it. He's not saying that. He said, I fought the good fight. The good fight. So what does this mean? When I read this, I'm thinking, he definitely fought, but he fought the good one. So there's bad fights out there, right? There's good fights and there's bad fights. The bad fight is when we're spending all our time and our energy trying to obtain materialistic things in this world. All right, and this is why we're always stressed all the time, because these materialistic things, we're fighting for them, and when we get them, what do we want? We want something else, right? Because they don't fulfill us. They don't fill us. They don't please us. We get a small pleasing from it, Most of the time, we're trying to get these materialistic things for everybody else so we could get praises and so everyone can please us by acknowledging that, oh yeah, we did it. We got it. Look at me, swagged out. You know, we fight all this time fighting for things that don't matter. But Paul, he's smart, all right, because he chose to fight the good fight. All right, so what is this? Let's read it again, because he said it right here, very clear. I have finished the race. Okay, that means his time is here. All right, he's passing on. He don't got no more further. We're in a, you know, Nipsey, shout out Nipsey. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Life is a marathon, it's not a race. It goes quickly, but it's a marathon. We got a lot of things, right? Anyways, I have kept the faith. He has kept the faith. What do you do when you keep the faith? You trust in the Lord and everything of the Lord. So you trust in what he tells you. You trust in what he says. All right? So you're trusting that he's telling you that you should keep your commandments, so you keep them. He kept the commandments, right? He lived a life pleasing to God. He lived righteously. And because of this, he's going to get the crown of righteousness. It's not like everybody else who fought the bad fights and they gained the world. But what is it to gain the world and lose yourself? What is it to gain the world but lose everything that the Lord has for you? There's no comparison. Like, you can't compare the two. God gave us the world. Why would he try to go for the world? Why go to the metal thing? Go to the man. Go to the creator, right? God gave us the world. And we're falling in love with the world instead of falling in love with God who gave it to us. We should be thanking him, not the world. The world is nothing without God. We are nothing without God. So if God forgets about the world and we're stuck in the world, he's going to forget about us. We're going to go away with the world. It's very simple. Don't fall in love with the world. Fall in love with God. He's the creator. Man, like, do you see how let me read it one more time in case someone didn't like get it or listen to me very clearly when I said that Paul said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. On that day that God comes forth, he will give us the crown of righteousness. He will give us a spot in heaven with him. Do you know how beautiful heaven is? I don't, but I have an idea, because it's right here. The idea is right here, outlined for all of us. It's beautiful. It's nothing, right, that can compare to, or this world is nothing that can compare to heaven. In this world, we find a lot of troubles. We find a lot of stress, a lot of sickness, a lot of battles. And we're fighting for the things of this world. We're fighting for these things that are not ours to keep in the first place. We can't keep these things. This is just for now. Think of the future. Think of the life that you will have for eternity. This is just not even 100 years. It could be 90, it could be 80, it could be 70, it could be 50, it could be 15, 2 years. It could be a few months and your life is gone. So it's not a lot of time that we have here. Think about it. Life, our life, right? The span of our life, eternity. I gotta like really, do this for the people that don't get it, right? Life, eternity. All right? So what do we have to do? We have to start fighting for the good fights, the things that really matter. Whether that be your mental health, your spirituality, getting closer to Jesus. All right? Taking care of your physical needs. All right? You know, you feel sick, start fighting to have a good paying job so that you could buy some healthy quality fruits and meals instead of going to McDonald's. Fighting to save money but losing your health. You see? You understand what I'm telling you? We fight a lot of fights, but we fight the wrong ones. Like my wife says, you can't fight every battle. And only the smartest kings knew that too. They knew not to fight every battle. They knew to do research on their enemy and be like, is this even worth it? Am I gonna come out with more at the end or less? Ask yourself that question. You have to ask yourself, is this worth it? Is this really something that I need to do? Something I need to put my time and focus on? Or is there something better out there for me? Because there's always better. But we choose to go for the things that seem easier. We choose to go for the things that will give us instant gratification instead of being patient, doing the work that it takes, and being fulfilled forever with the quality things of life. Doesn't get any better than that. I mean, this video just gave you something to marinate for the rest of your life. Are you fighting the good fight or are you fighting the bad fight? You gotta ask yourself that every single day, and make sure that you are fighting the good fight, because the good fight has what? The crown of righteousness. How you doing, brother? The good fight has the crown of righteousness. That's it for this video, man. I mean, I hope you got something from it. I hope you understood it. If you got something from it, know that I got it from here. So you need to do your due diligence and do the same thing. But as always, this is I Not Lessons. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.